I mean, you look at that number 109 to 65 in the first quarters. Getting off to a good start is very important for Minnesota in this game. Phoenix has also had a hard time at the beginning of the third quarter, too.
Bulls with the rebound. You mentioned, Jim, the Suns losing last night in Charlotte by 20 after falling behind big in that first half. Into the corner, they work it for Melton. And finally, T.J. Warren.
At this juncture, 22nd in the league in attempts, 29 per game. But they are going to get him up in this ball game.
Andrew Wiggins.
Bulls could have easily won that game against the Spurs last ball game. A lot of things conspired against them.
Booker with the take and make. Gibson. Spins on the double team, and Towns there to clean it up.
He was 0 for 3 until that throwdown. All three of those misses were at the rim. He got that one to go.
Booker quickly the other way, not wasting any time. And Towns and Booker have shared the floor. They have scored exactly the same amount of points.
Take by Taj Gibson off the dribble.
And a 5-4 record in favor of Towns in those 9 previous meetings. Booker answers right back.
Kelly Oubre, who the Phoenix Suns acquired for Trevor Ariza. He's getting ready to check in. T.J. Warren, Phoenix Suns, by the way. Minnesota's allowed them to stay in the game when they've been playing poorly.
Rose stripped to the basketball. Warren coast to coast. Ran without the ball, got paid off, and able to finish. Yeah, we've seen the Timberwolves play down to the level of the Suns far too many times. Karl Anthony Towns trying to turn things around. Rose quickly in traffic, no whistle, took a little contact. Towns pulls down the rebound and fires, and Cat delivers.
Towns single-handedly trying to get his team back on track.
Long 2 for Towns.
The injury to Rocco, having to play him at the 3 is a little bit of a disadvantage as Karl high-low with Dario gets fouled and the and-one opportunity. Paying him back right there. We saw last ball game against the San Antonio Spurs where Dario had a basket cut and Towns had an open 3. Tried to give it to him and it was a turnover, but Taj ends up getting big minutes at that point too. Derrick Rose tries to turn the corner on Kelly Oubre and does. Pascal Siakam, it's a kind of a surprising play call as Josh Okogie gets the block shot, but then Minnesota fouls Bender at the rim.
Jackson beats Bender, and the Suns could not have dreamt up a better start here tonight with no DeAndre Ayton, no Rashawn Holmes. Okogie gets a wild one to go.
Right.
Oubre gets it to rattle in.
Practice gear, he never cinched up his, they give you a bag to get your gear in. Towns tries to get over the top of Bender there and does.
Bayless finally gets it into Towns. Cat! Oh, he elevates it! How about that? Just destroys the rim. In 13 minutes for Towns.
Once you saw DeAndre Ayton, Bender makes a nice basket cut, and what a pass from the top.
He's not the Drew Holiday samurai look. That looks ultra cool. Oubre. Quincy AC was just sitting in Dallas waiting for a phone call to get back into the league. And Booker connects on the triple, his first of the game. AC said, Jim, to get ready to be back in the league, he was doing 3-a-days. He was working out at 9:30, he was working out again at 11, and again at 1:30.
Taj
is also listed at 6'7". Jamal Crawford pulls up and drills it. Bender, Wiggins got a hand on it. Bender able to get it back. Jackson will attempt the long-range jumper. Was he on the line? They didn't signal a 3. It must have been a long 2. You can tell from our vantage point for sure. Wiggins, that is definitely a 3, and drills it. Towns puts it on the deck. Scoop shot up and in.
I'm not throwing you out. I want to go watch the Masters too.
Towns off the glass and in. importantly, though, the Timberwolves with a deficit to start this second half. Suns with the basketball first, and Warren pushes it up to a 5-point lead. I guess I can say tonight, 6 o'clock start kind of throwing me off a little bit.
It's only an hour.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the problem.
Thomas with the bucket.
Would grab the Sunday paper right away. It'd be the first thing. Couldn't wait for it when I was a kid.
Also makes great gift wrapping paper when you're in a pinch. Gibson, what a spin. Bender stays with it. Taj doesn't care.
He make that shot.
Job by all involved. And how about Hockey Day Minnesota's going to come back to the Twin Cities next year? They announced yesterday. Derrick Rose.
Well, the minus 27 degrees out there, wind chill factor probably wasn't great. Wow.
That was a tough shot. The pace, Rose all the way to the rack, and no. Timberwolves still scoreless in the transition points department. Jackson. 7 of 30. Booker gets it to rattle in. And
one of the things you track is your ATO success rate, both offensively and defensively. Rose knocks that down. So, you know, you can get tendencies because coaches will have tendencies. You try not to have any tendencies. First play tendencies of the games, end quarters, end of quarter situations, but what a block. Carl blocked twice.
Got it with each hand. Rose attacks Crawford, and Derrick Rose able to finish against Jamal Crawford. And then the Wolves with the turnover and the instant points. Wolves needed that sequence in the worst way. Rose crosses over on Oubre and then somehow gets that to go.
It's another lineup that hasn't seen much time from Minnesota.
Warren.
See TJ Warren doing what he does. I mean, that's really what he does. Getting out into space in the middle of the floor and then driving it.
He's got 17 on the game, 19 after that make, which is right on his season average. Rose, another take and make. And Andrew attacking Booker, the Euro step kicks it out. Saric for 3, and the Timberwolves are back in front. Bayless long 2, foot was on the line. Booker, and we are tied. Devin Booker has
lighten it up.
Devin Booker has gone 25 points and 7 assists or more, 16 times this season. 5 minutes to go here in Minneapolis. A game in which the Timberwolves were heavy favorites with the Suns severely shorthanded. Rose, tough shot inside, ends an 8-0 Phoenix run. Warren gives it up to Crawford. He'll take the long 2, can't connect. Bender the back tap. Second chance for Phoenix. And Crawford, a chance for an and 1. 50-50 ball. Towns comes up with it. Okogie, season opening, attacks, feeds Taj Gibson. Booker turns it over. Wolves a chance to go in front, but the foul by Crawford. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining, and we are tied. Booker attacks, fumbles it away. Taj Gibson to the floor, calls for the timeout. Rose looks to go. 2 seconds, Rose off balance, it doesn't matter because he drilled it. Derrick Rose deserves to be an all-star. He certainly is tonight. Suns are out of timeouts. Bridges gets it in, Warren out of the corner, didn't get it away in time, and it doesn't matter, it's offline, and the Timberwolves can exhale.